Hey, it's Craig again. Right. I had a client in this morning who basically said to me, if I stop using Herbalife, will I put my weight back on? And a lot of you might be thinking the same thing. You guys would take it. Maybe thinking, if I stop doing this, am I going to put the weight back on? And what I try to explain it to you the best I can is, if I start training and I get in really good shape and I stop training, what's going to happen to me? I'm going to obviously get out of shape again. I'm going to lose whatever I just gained. And another way to put it, even better way to put it, is if you work in a job, and if you work in a job that you really, really love doing, you really like it, and it pays you a really good wage. Say you had your own business and you were making £1 million a year, and you had an awesome lifestyle, you could do whatever you wanted to do, go wherever you wanted to go, and just do anything you wanted, you felt happy. Why on earth would you ever say, right, I'm going to stop that now? I don't want that money anymore. I don't want that job. I don't want that lifestyle. That's what a lot of people do when they come off the program. When they say, will I put on weight? Well, if you go back to your old eating habits, then yes, I guarantee you're going to put on weight. We all go to work to make money. We make money to live. If we didn't go to work, we wouldn't make any money. And our quality of life wouldn't be that good, which is why, you wouldn't just quit your job, walk outside and think, what am I going to do with myself now? You stick at it because it's working, because it's keeping you going, it's keeping you happy. So when people say to me, but I don't want to be on shakes for the rest of my life, and a lot of you might feel the same way, but I don't want to take shakes the rest of my life. And it's just okay, but why don't you want to feel good about yourself? If the shakes are making you feel good, and they make you feel happy, you're losing the weight, you're feeling great off them, again, why would you want to stop doing that for you? I just don't get it. It kind of baffles me more than anything, really. It's like I said to me, it's like if you're making loads of money, you wouldn't just say, I'm going to stop now. No, I've had my little bit of happiness, I'm stopping, I'm going back to the way I used to be, I'm going to struggle again. Common sense says you wouldn't do that. If something's making you feel great, why on earth would you want to stop doing it? It just makes no sense. What I'm trying to say is, if you're enjoying the shakes, if they're making you feel good, if you're seeing results, why on earth would you want to stop and go back to your old habits and feel bad and feel tired, feel bloated? Why would you want to do that? People ask me all the time, can you coach me through this process? Can you tell me how I can eat the right things, how I can get the right foods and stuff like? Because I don't want to take on shakes. I don't want to live on shakes. I don't mind taking them just to lose the weight, but I don't want to live on them. And I'm thinking, okay, so what do you want to do? And people tell me, I just want to eat healthy. I want to eat healthy foods. And my response is always the same. Have a look at our current modern day society diet and the foods that we eat. Unless you're eating organic foods all the time, guys, 70 to 80% of the foods we eat are contaminated already. And you get chickens pumped with water for growth hormones. You get all these animals pumped with all these different kinds of drugs. There's a mass production of food. Everything is sprayed. All the fresh veg we think is fresh is sprayed with a lot of things that keep pests away. All those little chemicals in our foods, we're getting into our body. And what basically happens is, when these little toxic chemicals enter us, our body doesn't know what to do with them. We don't know how to handle it. So what happens is, we draw water from our cells, from our muscle cells, from our water cells, anywhere in our body. When we drink, we'll draw the water to kind of kill the toxicity a little bit. So imagine, you're having whatever kind of meal, your healthy meal, and you get all these little toxins coming into your body, and you're having a drink to go with it as well. Now, toxins are little acids in your body, and the only way your body can neutralize the acids is using some kind of alkaline substance, which is water is the closest thing that our bodies can actually make. So once the water comes in, it more or less binds these little acid cells, and what that does is it kind of makes us expand a little bit, because our body doesn't want these toxins to enter our kidneys, our liver, our main organs. It'll just chuck the toxins somewhere where something we don't use, which is fat. He'll put them into the fat cells. So basically you've got toxins going into your fat cells, water going in to combat the toxins, fat cell gets bigger. I mean, think about it. Fat is a solid substance. It's not a wobbly, jubbly jelly. If you get lard, it's a hard block. There's no water in it. It's a hard block of fat. If you cook foods and you drain the fat, it'll harden. It'll be like a hard substance. It's not wobbly. If it's wobbly, it's because it's full of water, and that's what's on, our bodies. It's basically fat mixed with water, which is why our fat can jubble about a little bit. So what you want to do, guys, is obviously, if those toxins weren't there, the water wouldn't come in to try and kill them, which wouldn't make our fat cells expand. So, your healthy modern day diet these days just, it's making you bigger, it's making you fatter. Which is obviously why, if you're having the Herbalife, like 8% of the time, then you've got 8% good and 20% bad coming in. And obviously then you start changing the ratios around, and you're going to start making progress. The weight's going to start dropping off because your toxin level is going to go down, which means the water hasn't got to be attracted to it, the water will disappear. The water disappears, the fat cells shrink. It's more accessible to burn off. When you're training, when you're exercising, your body isn't going to burn off a toxic fat cell. The blood circulation doesn't want to go to it, because the blood goes to it, it'll pick up the toxins. Those toxins will go around into your heart, into your brain, into your lungs. Your blood doesn't want to go anywhere near them. It'll cut them off. As soon as those toxins start disappearing, your blood can more or less get the fat cell again. You can start burning her off. It's something as simple as that. And when it comes to what kind of things to eat, what kind of program to follow, there's a lot of misconceptions out there at the moment, about the good, healthy foods, what's not healthy, what's beneficial, what's not beneficial. And, a lot of the time, people ask me, can you teach me exactly what I need to do? And I say, no. You've already got knowledge within yourself which you think to believe is right. And what I know is right might not gel with what you think is right. For example, if I have 2 cups, and if you put it down as this is what you think you know, and this is what I know, this is what I've learned. It's all clear, I know exactly what's going on. And with this one, it's a little bit foggy, it's a little bit misty. It's full of a jumble of information, whereas this one's clear-cut, clear information. Now, if this is your mind and this is my mind, I can't teach you my mind because there's already too much in your mind. If I put my mind into your mind, it's going to overflow. It's not going to work. So the only way that you can obviously learn new things is to get rid of everything that you think you know and start again. Start getting education and start learning from people who know what they're doing and know what they're talking about. So you've got to get rid of this. Everything you think you know, you just got to get rid of it. And you've got to be left with an empty cup, which you can fill up with knowledge again. Once you know exactly what you're doing, once it's clear cut, then you can do it wherever you want. You can do whatever you want with your mind, with your body, anything. Because the main thing is getting new ideas. The more you learn, the better you can become. And, whether it's weight loss or anything, you can become anything you want. You can do anything you want. If you tell your mind to do it, your body will do it. But it's believing that you can do it. It's having self-belief in yourself. A lot of people, they envy other people. They think, I wish I could do what he could do. I wish I have what they got. And, I wish I could look like them. You can do whatever you want in life. You can do whatever you want. It's just about changing your mind. Changing your mind to do it. Like one of my favourite quotes on the wall is right behind me. It just says, you're not born a winner, you're not born a loser. You are what you make yourself to be. And that holds very true, guys. You are what you make yourself to be. No one's born a winner. No one's born a loser. It's true. You are what you make yourself by changing the thoughts in your mind about how you decide to live your life and who you decide to listen to. And that is it, guys. So if you've got any kind of temptation about going off the program and thinking, but I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, just think back to it. Well, how am I going to feel once I quit? Am I going to go back down? Am I going to spiral out of control? Am I going to put the weight back on? Is it really worth it? If I feel amazing, I feel good with what I'm doing now, why should I change it? And that's just something to think about. Anything else, guys? You can obviously ask your health coach, ask your rep, you know. If there's any questions you're not sure about, if there's anything that, you know, any problems you have and you're not sure about what product to take, you know, ask them. They obviously know what they're talking about. Or if you've got any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do to get back to you. Thank you.